Coming up on this episode.
No.
Oh, I thought it was my turn. It's your turn.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Would you please tease?
Because I'm much more succinct at this than you are. You babbled.
What?
Exactly. Today on This Is True Release, Scott will babble. I will be concise but funny. To find out if any of this is true or if I'm just feeding you a load of bull Durham.
I'm smugging.
Son, you're either speaking in tongues or having a stroke. I'm not sure which.
I'm stinging a bonga.
We can help with one.
Carbonsney.
Not telling you which one, though.
Mark.
Where was I now? Like, subscribe, and follow This Is Truly News. If you've already done that, good for you. If you haven't, do that now. And have your friends and family do it. Thank you very much. See? Concise, to the point. Like, subscribe, follow. Out. Sheila talks. We go on.
Be hunka.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
Didn't know Lieutenant Kia arrived in a Honda?
What?
You say Lieutenant Kia arrived in a Honda fast enough, it sounds like you're praying in tongues.
10-year-old boy was playing with his father's old handcuffs.
Or you could just mention a whole bunch of the Japanese car names.
Oh, there you go.
Same thing.
Honda. He cuffed himself to his dad, William Klein Jr. Unfortunately, in the melee, the key was lost.
Uh-oh.
So William did the only thing you can do. He called local police in Des Moines, Iowa to help him get the cuffs off.
Makes sense.
Per routine, police ran Klein through their database.
Of course you do.
And found
He should be handcuffed.
2. Count them.
2
arrest warrants outstanding. Shortly thereafter, they recuffed Klein, but for real this time. And in Hickory, North Carolina, an unobservant thief invaded Captain's Gallery restaurant and stole the cash register.
Not the cash.
The register.
The register.
And missed one small important detail.
That would be?
A trail of white cash register tape hanging from the machine.
Yeah, you probably want to steal a register that's already had the paper put in.
Or just tear it.
That would work too.
All the police had to do was follow the trail to his apartment, finding him cracking open the register.
Please, if you could, try and be aware of your surroundings. We'd appreciate that.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, we'll be sending you a bill for that, because if we have to keep giving you guys advice.
I mean, come on. We could open up a therapy house. This is true, really. Therapy.
Ooh. It'd be a form of shock therapy, I'm thinking.
What freaking maroon would pay for that?
Well, these kind of maroons.
That's true. Really. 42-year-old Laurie Rossier of Gorsinen, Wales, was stopped while driving on the M4 because his van was missing 2 tires, the BBC reported.
What's the name of that town again?
Gorsinen?
See, Welsh is so weird. I keep thinking that should be pronounced Mr. Potato Head.
You know what? The only thing is, this is one of the few Welsh words that looks like it belongs in the language. It's got a decent number of consonants and vowels.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Patrick? Gorsein. Wales. Let me know if you know. And if you don't, if you come back with something stupid, I will hunt Scott down. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, driving.
Are you 2 whales from Scotland?
He was driving with 2 missing tires. Police estimated he had driven more than 10 miles without the tires.
How?
I am not the brightest tree in the bulb, but I pretty much know that in my sandwich bag,
I have lunch.
At least 1 pulp. Yeah.
On the piano bench.
There we go. Rosser was breathalyzed at the scene.
And
he tested more than twice the legal limit. Surprised?
Shocked.
I would have went with 3 times, but hey, what do I know? But he had a different explanation. His solicitor informed the court that he had tested positive for COVID and his mind was cloudy. That influenced his decision to drive with 2 defective tires on the vehicle. He was banned from driving for 17 months, received a fine. And did they ever actually explain why the alcohol was there then?
No, apparently not.
If it was the COVID.
I was drinking kombucha.
And it gave me COVID.
But kombucha has a little tiny bit of alcohol.
Oh. No. Do you imagine how much you'd have to put away to make the breathalyzer go boom, boom?
That's just it. You would get a lethal dose.
You'd die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But your gut would be healthy.
Yeah.
2 more stupid criminal stories. Are you ready?
Oh, I suppose.
Parkest thy butt in thy chair. Which means
My butt is always firmly parketh.
in my chair.
Yea, and verily, I frowneth upon rising.
In the morning or the evening.
Yep.
Of the first day or the second day.
Rob says, or the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh. Rob says, I got it, so I get it.
Okay. 2 officers in Detroit, Michigan were demonstrating their patrol car's felon locating system to the children of a neighborhood during an educational lesson.
Is it like a divining rod?
No, it's a computer system.
I like the divining rod bet. Oh, there's one.
A man named R.C. Gatelin walked up and asked, hey, how does the process work? And they said, well, we'll show you how the system works. Give us your ID. When they placed his driver's license
did he?
in the system, they found out Gatelin was wanted on robbery committed 2 years previously, so they arrested him. And this, kids, is how it works. We do demonstrations.
And criminals walk up and
they volunteer.
Basically turn themselves in.
Meantime, at a bus station in St. Paul, Minnesota,
oh no,
a hot-tempered man named Justin John Bodine was involved in an argument with a woman whom he punched in the face. Hardly the chivalrous thing to do.
He's no Jethro to Bodine.
He also attacked another person who was standing there, which caused Bodine to drop a folder he was carrying. In his haste to skedaddle, he didn't pick up the folder.
Yeah, and
police officers who arrived at the scene just a few minutes later tracked Bodine thanks to what was inside the folder.
Yeah.
His anger management homework. I think it specifically read, try not to punch anybody at the bus stop today.
It's like the second thing. Wow. 74-year-old John Jeffs, a former vicar.
Ooh, this is starting off well.
Was probably not. Was found guilty in Northampton's Magistrates Court in England in an incident that happened in 2020. According to Metro News, a churchgoer at the Baptist Center in Middleton Cheney. Is that one of the Dick's kids?
What? Oh, Dick Cheney? I don't know. Middleton Cheney?
Middleton Cheney.
Must be the second of 3.
So it'd be a churchgoer at the Baptist Center in Middleton Cheney.
Oh, my Lord.
Came upon Jeff, says he stood between 2 chairs. Wearing only lady stockings and being rather intimate with a Henry Hoover vacuum hose.
So this gives new meaning to the term, I'm just hoovering.
For some. Although Jeffs actually saw the onlooker, he reportedly carried on.
You like that, baby?
Which is, the Henry is known for something. Let's just say it cleans floors because it lifts the dirt powerfully. Jeffs was fined about $1,000. I guess it'd be 1,000 pounds.
Told to get his own Hoover.
Added to the sex offenders registry, for which all of the vacuums in the neighborhood went about time.
That's right. He's a danger to vacuum cleaners everywhere.
He was also ordered to pay about $240 to the person who witnessed the act. That's probably for a therapy session, I'm guessing.
I would think, and I would
hope
more. It should be more.
much more.
Shouldn't have to put up.
Oh my!
This is why they have Hoover home versions. Do it at home.
And now the Hoover home game.
I hate that game.
And I'm wondering why people have actually married sex dolls.
Well, I wonder why we haven't heard of anyone trying to marry their Hoover.
This is true, really news. Send email to titr@netradio.network.